Alright, here it is, the 1976 Ford Econoline camper van. Yeah, so I guess starting out with it, mechanically speaking, mostly original. Drivetrain's all original. The body is all original. There's no Bondo. Nothing like that. All the panels are original. There aren't any large rust spots in typical areas like underneath the doors. Like looks really good, fresh. Like you can hear it. Really good. Rocker panels also really nice. Even behind the tire there. Yeah, really straight. The doors hang really well. Yeah, no problems there. Let's see. The back, of course, it's got the custom box, and then the bike rack. All that stuff, all custom made. It was quite a chore, but yeah, I was trying to go for the Sportsmobile with the Illumines box as best I could, but you know, I made it happen. I was able to get the generator on the back, bikes on the back, and both doors do open with it fully loaded on the back. So yeah, when it's real nice out and you park it, everything comes to the side. Both doors open up, and yeah, you're styling. So this side, there is that one dent which happened to the owner prior to me, and then the rest of it is straight and rust free. So, but yeah, let's see. Anyway, it doesn't affect it mechanically. Like the doors open up just fine. Oops. Yep, just fine. Anyway, the last owner was just like, God damn it. God, can't believe it happened, but it did. So, anyway. Engine. So I replaced. Alright. So the battery's new. The connectors to the batteries are new. Trying to go quick here because my phone overheats in this Arizona desert heat. So yeah, anyway, those are good. It's got a new alternator, and the starter's brand new. So yeah, this thing just fires up, no problem. Generates electricity. Charges that guy, no problem at all. The carburetor was rebuilt prior to us leaving. It does have a working AC. The pump's going out, but yeah, it does make cold air. Some duct tape back there with the pipe there and the air intake. Pretty awesome. But anyway, yeah, it works fine. New master cylinder for the brakes, the new discs, pads, all that kind of thing. I've never had this overheat on me, not once. And we've gone through some pretty steep passes through Washington where we used to live. So yeah, or down here in the desert, we've been using it kind of daily as a grocery getter, and hasn't overheated, not once. Let's see. The propane regulator was replaced with new before we left, so that's not a problem at all. Inside, those are the original seats, and they are comfy, that's for sure. We put some covers on them before we left, and we just took them off just because they were pretty much done. But yeah, like these seats, they are clean. We don't smoke, and I don't think the person before us did either. So yeah, it was totally clean. The plastic Like the dash is like totally fresh, not faded at all, which is surprising because I had a 79 Econoline and it was faded and looked really old. This looks like it just came off the freaking production line, which is crazy, which is one of the reasons why I bought it. And got that little Kenwood in there. I don't know why it's not really focusing on it. Anyway, you can plug in your phone right from the front, and the little USB right there. And yeah, you got tunes. There's 2 door speakers. Ba-boom, ba-boom. 2-way door speakers. Yeah, they sound good. Got tunes for the ride. What else? That seat, the passenger seat, reverses, and it looks to the back, so you can like open up the whole area and, you know, like party it out, talk, whatever. You know, it's pretty nice to be able to do that. You can go around the other side. All right, so right off the bat, we redid the upholstery. We had it professionally done, and I put in another post to the table to make it more stable, and did the linoleum or vinyl, whatever you want to call it. And then, yeah, we took out the carpet, put in the vinyl, and so you can just sweep it out, wipe it down, whatever you gotta do. If you got dogs and stuff or whatever, it just makes it much easier. I actually have allergies to dogs, oddly enough. I own one, but yeah, it really worked well for my allergies. So wipe it on down. Aluminum at the access point, like, yeah, so it doesn't really hurt the vinyl when you're getting in and out. It's really durable. Moving on. Okay, so we got the electric only refrigerator. Works great. Keeps stuff cold. Keeps ice in icy state. Keeps beer cold. Keeps produce cold. Really clean. Made sure I dried it out and made sure it didn't get any mildew or mold or nothing like that. So it's really fresh. Everything works. Propane works good. Yeah, nothing too surprising there. Yep, phone just overheated, so I had to go up and get one of those and cool it down. Oh, Arizona, how I won't miss you for those reasons. Okay, so yeah, so propane, tons of area to store stuff. Put in a magnet strip so you can like put the knives and metal silverware and whatnot. Hang it all up, keep it out of the drawers for more space. Got the sink. Took out this little sink pump for the faucet, which was just crazy annoying. And then I put in this guy, which you can take it in and out. It's not hard mounted in there. It's about 5 gallons, I'd say. And then I put a regular little faucet sprayer nozzle on the end to conserve water. So yeah, it works really slick. Just pressurize it. Get ways back here, and yeah, do your dishes, whatever you gotta do day to day. It's really nice, super comfortable. Get it done, keep it clean. So yeah, that's actually a space blanket that I rolled up and put up there for privacy. You can unroll it, of course, and then it also actually keeps the heat in from escaping the front windows, which is pretty helpful. Let me show you the oh yeah, there's 2 electrical outlets there, and those work when you are using shore power. So yeah, when you're plugged in to some RV place or a house or whatever, those are ready to go. Okay, let's show you the electrical stuff. Okay, so here are the batteries. It used to have just one when I bought it, but that wasn't gonna hack it, so I added another battery. So you got two deep cycle 12 volt batteries, and yeah, those are fresh. They're like, oh gosh, almost a year old before we moved, or before we left on our trip. Super fresh. They'll take charges, tons more charges. And some box with information. And then here is a Trip Lite battery charger. Can't really see that. Anyway, it's one of those Trip Lite 750 battery chargers that's smart. So it's got like 3 different amperage levels that it uses to charge the battery faster. There's a little wall mount display, and then you can choose between a couple different modes. And I don't know why that isn't focusing. Anyway, moving on. So to understand more about my batteries, I actually hardlined a multimeter just to figure out voltage. Like, I can't tell amperage in or out more than just kind of guessing, but I could tell if the batteries dip to a voltage that's, you know, not 12 anymore. And so that was really helpful, just sort of a learning curve to how campers work and how much power they draw. And for heat, under here we stored our little Mr. Heater Buddy, and so that runs off propane. It didn't have the factory furnace that runs off electricity to run the fan and all of that. That wasn't there. So we bought one of those Mr. Heater Buddies from Cabela's, and that worked really well. You do have to keep an eye on the CO2 level and carbon monoxide. So to do that, I got 1 and 2 detectors just for redundancy, and then yeah, just kind of keep a window open and you're good. There's tons of forums, camping forums that talk about them, and yeah, they're really nice. So, and safe. So I guess next would be the bed. So let me do that. Okay, here's the bed that the camper, or the cushions come down, and then there's some 2 metal bars that span the little bases of the benches. And yeah, not too bad. Yeah, there you go. It's pretty simple. Let's see, Rachel and I are actually right at 6 feet tall. So what we devised was like a better bed, basically, but which I'll show you in just a second. But yeah, this is that's the bed, and it's totally good to go. But I'll make the super bed. All right, there you have it, super bed. Yeah, so you lay lengthwise, and you basically have a much larger area. So it consists of a rolled up memory foam on top of the cushions. So yeah, you get even more cushion, and yeah, and it goes all the way basically to the door, and you got room on the side. You can put stuff. My dog actually slept right there while he was warm with us, because he was a pansy, just like us. So creature of comfort. But yeah, in order to do this, I multi-purposed the table and added steel legs to it, and it's now the extension of the cushions. So I guess you can. Anyway, so it's lined up as far as height goes, practically right with those cushions level. Pad goes over top. Boom, boom, done. Anyway, you're sleeping super comfortable. If there was one thing that I wanted on the trip, was to sleep soundly every night, and this totally worked. So yeah, we can throw in the pad. It just rolls up and stows away, and yeah, you'll be set. Yeah, so that's the bed. Under the other bench seat is more storage space, and there's the 30 or 50 amp cord for shore power, and there's that Scottish Highlander carpet that we tore out, and so yeah, there's the new stuff, old stuff. Anyway, it's hard to see, but there's also a there's two racks in there on the mounted to the wall for a short shovel, and not a collapsible one, but like a full size with like a half handle and an axe, like a full axe, just in case you know shit happens. You might need that, so I'm gonna throw that, just keep that in there, because it really kind of came in handy with firewood and roughing it and using the shovel for whatever you got to use it for. Although I can't throw in the axe, I can throw in the shovel. Anyway, let me get this back together. Yeah, it just occurred to me that I didn't really show that these things work. So boom. Yep, no problem. Yeah, they're all functional. Turn that guy off. Boom. Turn them off. And the last one. So, yep. Yep, you're good to go there. Well, anyway, that pretty much concludes the video of the van, I think. Yeah, let me know if you have any more questions. I'll be more than happy to answer them.